How's it going, everybody? This is Alex with Escape Outdoors, and today we're going to be talking about the OnCloud Swift. So this is OnCloud's second shoe in their cloud lineup. The Swift is a next step up in the chain. This is what we call it, running in at their second level of shoe. So kind of some pros on the Cloud Swift is this is a great kind of moving into a really good kind of what we call a casual training shoe. So this shoe has an upgraded support from the Cloud 5 model. This comes in at a really good what we call mid-distance walking shoe. So ranging in from anywhere between probably 2 to 5 miles would be a really good distance for walking in this shoe. And you can also start to get into some lightweight running with this shoe. And some great properties with that shoe is, and the Cloud Swift, the Cloud is starting to incorporate two types of technology into their shoe. First is their foam for their outsole. They're getting into what's called their Helion foam in their outsole here. So this is a nice, very kind of more stiffened up foam that comes in the Cloud lineup. And also they are introducing the Cloud Speedboard in the shoe. So this is a nice lightweight kind of plastic tendon that is running the length of the midsole here. And what that does is that helps produce a lot more stiffness in the shoe and give you a lot more response and speed step on your recovery as you're coming off the ground from your running and walking. So we do notice that this shoe definitely excels best for your indoor running. So this is great for indoor tracks, running on treadmills. It does also perform very well outside. But the main reasons we like to persuade kind of this is more really good inside training shoe is on the Cloud models here. Especially on the more Cloud Tech lineup that don't have what we call their mission ready grip, which is kind of, you're going to see kind of more of the pod style settings, is right here in the midfoot area of the shoe. You're going to notice that they do not put a rubber support. You have an exposed foam cells here on these Cloud pods that sit here in the middle of the foot. The main reasons to do that is provide more cushion through the midfoot and the bridge and arch in your foot. But one thing that does is it does cause the foam to break down more maturely. Next pro we like in this shoe is what we call their booty fit. So you'll notice between this shoe and the next, from the Cloud 5, which is their base model, is you're going to notice that the valley of the upper part of the shoe here has a lot deeper valley. So this cut is going to drop down below the ankle joint on your foot, and what we call a more booty construction. So you're going to have a higher heel and a higher tongue on this shoe. Nice things what it does is it feels very nice on the foot. It gives you an extra kind of locking mechanism in the shoe to help stop the foot from sliding forward and backwards in the shoe in here. Also, you're going to notice next step up on the Cloud Swift is Cloud Swift has got these extra lockdown points on the sides, on the lateral and medial sides of the foot here. So that's going to help kind of wrap that shoe and make it mold more around the middle and upper bridge of your foot. Kind of connecting you with that shoe and also with the speedboard system in this shoe. This shoe comes in a full lacing system, your regular more tennis shoe style lace system, versus the more fast, quick lacing system that comes on the Cloud 5. So the shoelaces that come on here are a very nice, super silky lace, so they tie very easy. But we have noticed if you do overstretch or over tighten these laces or really tie a cinch down knot, it can be kind of hard to get these knots out with these laces. But as far as it comes for bites down on the laces, the Cloud shoe does a very good job. Next pro we like with the Cloud Swift is it's lightweight and it's very mobile shoe. So like I said, this shoe is coming in at their second tier in the Cloud lineup. So it's very good for light running. I would rate this shoe as a good running distance shoe, anywhere between that 1 to 3 mile range. It definitely performs better on indoor running, so indoor track running, running on treadmills. And you can also, with this shoe, is you can get into some light cross training or HIIT training. Having the more supportive foam than the next step lower from the Cloud 5 is we can start getting into a little more cross training properties with the Cloud Swift. So a couple little cons on this shoe. One thing is, we've kind of, from looking at the materials and the constructions that they use on the materials on this shoe, is sometimes it's their long-term durability. Some things we kind of see is this shoe is still kind of using a knit fabric for keeping the breathability factor really high in this shoe. But when you're going to start getting into a little more cross training with this shoe, we're going to kind of tend to notice that material is going to kind of want to pick and scuff and partially separate from you. We've also noticed that the midsole still just isn't quite yet where we want it to be as a full-fledged training shoe. Now, like I said, this is only the Cloud Swift is only coming in at the second tier out of a 4-tier system on the Cloud tier. So there are a couple models above that. If you are looking to get that shoe that's a more gym style shoe, a more cross training shoe for you, Cloud still does have a shoe to offer you in that. Next kind of thing we've noticed is the lacing system that Cloud, or the material that they use on this shoe, is that sometimes when you really start to cinch this shoe down really tight, you can get a folding of the material in the toe box here area. Me personally, I haven't really noticed it too much to be of an issue, but we've had some spots come up where people have noticed they've been in the shoe for quite a while. They do kind of notice a little bit of that hot spotting that can sometimes develop up there right at the top of the toes. And then another concept I'd like to really kind of see a little more out of this shoe is I'd like to see a little more lateral support. One thing I have noticed with this shoe is when during cross training sessions, doing a lot of side to side jumping motions and movements, my foot does tend to want to roll a little in this shoe. Being able to have a little more better support from these lateral lockdown points would be kind of a bigger help with this shoe. But all in all, this is a very nice shoe. Like I said, it's a great mid-walking, getting into a lightweight running with a possible little bit of some cross training. Very nice step up from their base model from the Cloud 5. So that is our review on the Cloud Swift.